accurate shooting. Spider-Man. How did Felicia become Black Cat? The Kingpin used Felicia as a threat to force Paytech to hand over the super soldier formula, considering the comfort of his daughter. Petesky revealed the secret he had kept for 40 years. The Kingpin suspected a trick with the formula he was given, specifically injected the super soldier serum into Felicia. Thus, Black Cat was born. Afterward, the Kingpin ordered her to steal diamonds to verify her abilities. As long as your father is still my hostage, you, my dear Black Cat, must obediently follow my instructions. After the mischievous little Black Cat completed the crime, she discovered Spider-Man happened to be passing by, so she deliberately set off the alarm, wanting to tease Spider-Man. He is not a match for Spider-Man, but cannot withstand his underhand tricks. Black Cat used a venom dart to fend off Spider-Man. Attempts to reveal his mask. No, this is not what I want. If you could willingly remove the mask for me, that would be an achievement. Afterward, built himself a super soldier army with a shining blue light. The locked-up Black Cat woman didn't sit idle. With the help of Patek, Felicia successfully escaped to seek Spider-Man's help on the other side. The Halfsky was disguised by the chameleon, dispatched numerous agents to search for Patek and Spider-Man. The coordination between Spider-Man and Black Cat was very smooth. They are a great team. They infiltrated the Kingpin's prison, with Spider-Man wearing Patek's equipment deliberately, drawing the Kingpin's attention. While the real Patek went to the laboratory is to go to the laboratory, destroy the serum formula, successfully implement this move, disguising Mustard. Meanwhile, the God Team's battleship also arrives, launch an attack on the invisible ship of the gold coin. Spider-Man and others take this opportunity, successfully escape. Once again, the gold coin ends up with nothing, and the layout of Habursky is not ordinary. He had the chance to reunite with his family, but ultimately chose to keep the secret. To avoid bringing disaster to others, he gave up his freedom, suppressed his longing, unhesitatingly returned to the SGO prison. As everyone knows, the relationships between men and women in Spider-Man animation can no longer be described as chaotic. It's simply a rain of green hats everywhere. Just a second ago, Flash was being a simp for Felicia. The next second, he pursues Deborah. Deborah is not inferior, clearly dating Flash, but thinking of Morbius in her heart. Even if Morbius reveals his stance, Deborah can't forget him. Upon learning that Morbius is sleeping in a cave, she doesn't consider Flash's opinion at all. Resolutely goes to find Morbius. As a competent assistant to Dr. Connors, Deborah doesn't disappoint. With her work team, successfully brings Morbius back. Afterwards, Dr. Connors held a press conference announcing plans to conduct experiments to restore Morbius to a normal human. But the experimental process was not smooth, interrupted by elite soldiers during the casting process. This mistake also led to Morbius being permanently stuck in a vampire mindset, having to harm innocent humans to sustain life. Upon learning of this, Felicia cries tears. She knows that in the vampire state, Morbius is worse than death, decides to personally end Morbius. This time, the Trend version production heroes finale, Doomsday Doctor used the element separation technique, stole Moonwalker's superpower. With this power, he can do anything for a year. The first thing he did was to establish an ideal society. In the country he ruled, all the work was done by robots. People had no hunger or toil. There was only happiness and joy. Finally, with another year, he gathered Spider-Man and other superheroes all together, then made them submit to him, praise him. But even Spider-Man, Doomsday Doctor, could not control this godlike power that he had stolen. If things continue like this, everyone will fall into crisis. Thus came the opening question, but Doomsday Doctor still persisted. He felt this power was his destiny. He was the chosen ruler by heaven. Listening to his arrogant words, the robots were the first to disagree. They unexpectedly charged at him, but in an instant, Doomsday Doctor used the year to crush them under the mountains, 50 kilometers away. This ability of Doomsday Doctor's was not completely invincible when the ability was overused. It required enough rest to ensure, just as Doomsday Doctor was atoning, the troubles in his mind became evident until demons continuously emerged from his body. More and more demons wantonly destroyed the country he built. On the other side, Spider-Man and others climbed out of the mountain, made a comeback, returned to Doomsday Doctor's castle. Spider-Man, who became leader, kicked Doomsday Doctor awake, temporarily stopped the production of demons. Spider-Man again persuaded him to give up the power, but Doomsday Doctor, along with everything he had now, refused the suggestion to give up the superpower. At the same time, he confidently thought he could eliminate everything, including his own nightmares. But after trying, he found all of this was in vain. His will could not dispel these demons. Then, Dr. Doom's cruel side emerged. Seeing that all the superheroes were unwilling to submit to him, he planned to use his superpowers to make them disappear completely. Just as he was about to do so, Ben Grimm attacked from behind, striking Dr. Doom with an elemental separation gun, once again separating the powers of the Moon Shadow, ending this crisis. But what no one expected was, all of this was just a game. Dr. Doom actually could not truly control the powers of the Moon Shadow. All of this was just a trap set by the Moon Shadow. And the reason he did this was because he disliked Spider-Man's leadership abilities, preparing for a real crisis later. Team Spider-Man is definitely among all the Spider-Man the best off. Tianxing World's Tianxia Spider-Man has his own Parker Industries universe, technologically advanced, countless assets, possesses his own specialized giant robot. Uncle Ben is also alive. Jameson is his godfather. The big villain Kingpin is his lawyer, but he also has a beautiful fiancée. Gwen, you're here. How can you keep us waiting so long? Wow, wait, stop. Hey, doesn't your fiancé get to be affectionate with you a bit? Do be muscular and powerful? Tianxia Spider-Man is someone else's. Tianxia Spider-Man never knew what failure was. So when the Spider Lady and Moonwalker were choosing a leader, he was the first to stand up and disagree. This is the one meant to be the leading figure. Let me take a look. I am the real Spider-Man. I should be the one to lead. I don't know what kind of game this is, but I am the real Spider-Man. The real Peter Parker. This isn't good. Look, Rocket. But how is this possible? This is the real Spider-Man. The real Peter Parker. In fact, these are all genuine Spider-Men. It's just that they come from different parallel universes, and they were gathered together to complete the same task, that is to stop another parallel universe's unique Spider-Man from destroying the entire universe. The Moonwalker set up the ultimate showdown, just to select a leader among these many Spider-Men. Choose one leader based on overall performance. Main character Spider-Man obtained the position of leader. They will work for all realities. The second of encounter. Two people passing by without prior approach. 30,000 stars to settle. So certain. The morning light shines into your heart. Hurry up. Don't waste time. Time is moving. Because of your existence, fragrance permeates the air. Because you're fake, sunlight shines. So beautiful. Screaming in the crowd. You are my surprise. Frozen in a dream. Want to share memories with me forever. Time locked in. All into memories. Forever.